Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A handoff to Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
21-0 our score after one. 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D, get up the field. Run, get kill.
Out of bounds, but he takes down.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football. and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Tyler Irvin on the return. The Packers take over first.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 50, check 50. Watch twist.
To throw again. Rodgers going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 40-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 26, check 26, check 52. All right. Over.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild card.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Evans on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st down, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the route is on here in this 1st half. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Back north. Check 99, check 99. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Bye.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. As the drop.
And look at this, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
And he's got some space here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the 2nd quarter lead right now.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run it again with Fournette. goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by one more.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bucs.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running left, it's Fournette. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Smith on the tackle.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Succop for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
First and 10.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be.
And he's taken down. Back back at his own 7. And Dominican Sue able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line.
At the Packers' 30-yard line.
Here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense.
They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Fournette. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
By Christian Kirksey. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Let's get back and reload.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34.
He'll throw from the gun.
Looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 64 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5.
Rodgers,
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Able to fight through one tackle. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Lazard, 79 yards. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Before the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position. Opponent.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 52, Packers 7.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey,
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's a give to Fournette. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A handoff to Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
The 6-yard line.
Fournette running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant